Good morning, everyone. Ginette Biro here. I'm a medium and channeler, and welcome to the Ginette Biro Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I sure appreciate it. We have the August energy update. I love these energy updates. First of all, because I love getting kind of the insights from spirit. I enjoy when they're like, hey, here's a heads up for this month. And I have so much fun sharing it with you all. So thank you guys for tuning in and all of that. And I got to say, I noticed my podcast hit 55,000 downloads. It's actually a little bit more than 55,000 downloads just last week. And that is thanks to all of you. So I really want to take a moment here to thank each and every one of you. Truly, the fact that you spend time of your precious time, your busy schedule, and you spend some time listening to the messages that come through. That means so much to me. It just, I'm honored. I'm deeply honored that what comes through, whatever the guides have to share, stories that I share have value, that you will spend some of your time joining me and hearing it. I have so much gratitude for you. So I really want to say that. I hope you feel that from my heart to yours, how much I appreciate it. So that being said, let's dive into this month of Leo. We are in Leo energy, and Leo energy is all about fire. This is fire energy. This is passion. There's a ton of passion here, and that was kind of the angle that Spirit actually wanted me to take with part of the energy update. When I kind of tuned in, I was thinking like, okay, what are you guys going to share about maybe world events or insights on struggles to come? And their focus, huge focus, was passion, love, justice, and choice. I was like, woo, but emphasis was on passion. And the reason why is that this Leo energy, plus we're also in the energy of the Lionsgate portal. This is a big emphasis of Sirius energy from the the Sirius star system energy of higher consciousness. Many people often say that the Sirius star is really our central sun, the higher consciousness light frequency that shines on our solar system. I mean, we also see that within our own sun as well, but these are just some of the energies that are flowing towards us right now. So we've got fiery passion in the air, high influx of consciousness energy with that spark of will and desire to do the things needed to get the job done, right? So that's the energy that's coming in. And so first of all, Spirit is saying for you right now, stand in the fiery energy of knowing who you are. You have come a long way. And that is a big piece of what they wanted to talk about, is how far you have come, and really honoring the fact that you have journeyed, you have dug in deep, you have released, you have grown, you have expanded. Don't deny yourself any of the credit for what you've done. In that, not only just the emotional landscape, but the spiritual landscape, and for many of you, the physical landscape, because many of you have really stepped up, they're saying, in mind, body, and spirit. And that trinity of mind, body, spirit is really what helps us shift into much higher frequencies. It helps us shift into higher frequencies of personal healing, of accessing the higher realms and knowledge, of transmuting things that happen, and then also manifesting the things we want in our life, right? Like really creating an energy of abundance and forward movement, and having this frequency of really letting our dreams become reality. That's what so many of you have changed for yourself. And they're saying, please take a moment to honor that, and then stoke the fire that supports that frequency. So they're kind of saying, don't rush this part, this next chapter, getting into the next chapter. They're like, don't rush it. Don't read too fast. You know, those times when we skim the book really fast to kind of get through it and we pick up on parts. They're like, don't skim it. Go back through everything you've done word by word and really drink it up, because you've come a long way. And now is the time for you to really like march to the beat of your own drum. They're showing me a drum right now, and they're showing me someone just like hitting that drum with all of their might, but the biggest smile on their face, making so much noise, but feeling this rhythm within and they're having so much fun doing it. So that's what they want for you to feel about yourself and your journey going forward. Now, interestingly enough, that drum symbolism too really is, drumming is a really significant way to connect yourself to Mother Earth and the frequencies of Gaia and grounding your root chakra. So for any of you that are feeling a little unstable or wobbly or kind of lost a bit this month, try something to do with drumming, whether that be stomping your feet, drumming yourself. You can drum on the counter, pots and pans, or drums if you have, or even playing drum music really loud and just letting your whole body feel the rhythmic frequency of it. There's something so grounding about that. Allow that to be your root so everything else can take fire. Sorry, I got quiet here because my guides came in with one quick message. Okay, fair. They're saying that fire too, if you really stoke that fire for yourself, you really like let it burn hot, you're going to have an even higher amplification or draw of the things you're wanting in your life. August is a very fruitful month, they're saying. So there's a high magnetic-like quality to our energy for the month of August, which is really neat because we know that September is going to be when we kind of start this uphill climb. I've talked about it. We're in kind of that midway point between 2020 and 2024 of growth. We're kind of, if you look at it like a U shape, because humanity is doing a U-turn in consciousness, we are doing a U-turn for a higher, better route, essentially, not going backwards. But we're in the bottom of that U right now, that liminal space. And we're, come September, we're starting the uphill climb, which is really good. But in this month of August, we have the ability with our energy, with the fiery energy, with our passions, purpose, and our truths to really pull like a magnet the things that we want to have in alignment so that we start that uphill climb with essentially a metaphorical backpack full of everything we need for this hike, right? Like the right shoes, extra socks, lots of water, electrolytes, a rain jacket. Like we have a awesomely filled backpack. That's what we're doing by honoring the energies this August. So the next thing they want to talk about, so we have the wands energy, the fiery passion, purpose, but also allowing that to draw forward those really beautiful divine relationships. There's a big energy of love coming in this month as well with this Leo fiery energy. So as much as that goes for the fiery sense of self, it's also adding fire to your relationships, and in a good way. Fire to bring warmth, not to burn it down. But if you really pull that energy in this month too, you can really deepen your relationships or bring forward that really divine relationship you've been waiting for. You can bring that into fruition, draw that to you, because many people are stepping up now and into an energy of divine partnerships. There's been a lot of people that have been needing to embody divine union with self, really meaning that they know who they are so that they could be ready to be in divine union with somebody else. And any of those divine unions, when there are beautiful paired partnerships that really flourish, it's because it's two people that know who they are and have a willingness to stand in who they are while also respecting and holding space for somebody else in partnership. Meaning they're wanting to walk hand in hand, not in front of or behind or merged into the same entity, yet being two separate independent entities working to help the other as well as themselves continue to grow. That's embodied partnership. So we're starting to see, which is really cool this month, some of those real divine embodied partnerships. Now, we can understand that clearly of drawing in a divine partner into your life. But what about those that are already in a partnership? What this means for you is you may notice that this month, there seems to be a deepening of your connection. Your connection is growing into a totally new level of awareness, of bonding, something that just transcends what you have already known in that relationship. And so these divine unions can blossom from current unions already, or it could be something new. And so I find that really interesting too, because my guides had said by 2024, we would be stepping into the energy of divine unions embodied. But what we're seeing now is there are many that are approaching that already, which is great. Really, really great. So keep an eye out for new love and how new love may flourish for you. And again, new love within a relationship that you're already in is essentially a deepening of what you have. It's a new phase of that relationship. Okay. So new love. This also can be reflected in divine union with self. Again, that's a continuation of what we have been working on. So if you're like, I don't have a partner yet, that just means there's still more falling in love with self that you are moving through, working on, creating space for. And that is essential. That is beautiful. And I really do believe too that that is just a continual process. But that's really being highlighted right now. So this love, energy, new beginnings, new deepening of passion and purpose within that sphere of love. And who doesn't love love? Let's be honest. Love is a beautiful, beautiful thing, whether it's family love, romantic love, even that kind of like awe and inspiration love that we can see in nature, or divine moments of just something beautiful, something so simple and beautiful. We can find and fall in love with those moments, and those really fill our energetic cup. And also, love really increases our frequency and vibration. So, something else to consider. Okay, now the next thing they want to talk about too is that we will see more. It's interesting, their words specifically are episodes of justice. Episodes of justice. So essentially, whether it be in our own individual life or in the collective, we will see more things being brought to justice, something brought into balance or something reciprocated. Again, I'm seeing these kind of scales of balance right now, and it's bringing certain things back into harmony, making them just. And they're saying episodes. So again, I'm seeing like multiple experiences of this. So again, I don't know if we're going to see that only in the collective, but I feel like that's resonating through each and every one of us. So that can really be connected to a lot of the karmas that are completing. I mean, if you guys have watched any of my weekday daily card readings, last week was all about completions. And even today's reading had, again, the world card in it, completions. That card is one of completions. In order to complete something, we have to have balanced a karma, balanced an experience, balanced something, or we're stepping into the phase of balancing that thing, making it just, making it harmonious. So for many of you this month, you're going to find these balancing pieces happen. These closures bring either understanding, which brings balance, or the closure itself just simply brings this ease and grace. And they're also showing me, as I say this, they're showing me how, and when I say they, in case this is your first time joining me, I'm talking about my guides here that are always with me chattering in the background. They're showing me too that these closures and these points of balance allow further releases of anything that is the old version of self. So it's bringing closure so that we can move forward, we can propel forward. And I talked about that, I think just a couple of weeks ago, about the importance of letting go of the things so we can propel forward, because we're in that energy. And they're reminding me right now too that, of course, that is the energy of fire. So makes sense. We're in Leo season, fire, movement. Fire doesn't usually move slow. Fire, when it catches wind, moves fast. So lots of fast movement things, which is great. So lots of, excuse me, fast movement of balancing, of love, of new beginnings, and of releasing anything that's holding you back. Now, their one caution, and I even use that word gently because it's not like a negative of watch out, but it's more something to keep in the back of your mind, is not to fall prey to the negative energy moving through the planet right now. And what I mean by that is there are many narratives right now to keep, or that can keep you in an energy of fear. And especially when there is a fiery energy going on, that fiery energy can help us fall into our passions, into love, into purpose, and all that kind of stuff. But that fire energy moves through all things. So that fiery energy also is moving through narratives. And there are still many narratives that carry a lot of fear mongering. So just be aware of what fire you're focusing on. If it is one of fear, what can you do within that to allow you to step back from the heat so you don't feel like you're getting burned? So keep an eye on that, because again, they're saying fire will move through all things. And that's a really neat perspective. So I love that. So they're saying really, in whatever you can, keep your higher self perspective. Keep that perspective that you have really been working on to grow, to manifest into reality, and sit from that position. Sit from the position of the compassionate soul that you have become, but the one that has really firm boundaries, and the one that has now this willingness to stand up and be who you are. Totally be who you are, and honor that, and recognize that who you are is exactly who you're meant to be in this moment, and who the person beside you is being is who they're meant to be in this moment. So they are neither right nor wrong, and neither are you. You just simply are being presently you in this moment. And that's what matters. So August, again, August is about fire, passion, love, conscious choice, balance, and really fanning the flames of what we want. So big transformative energy. And my guides are saying, it's really something to keep you on your toes, but it's going to be fun if you're willing to dance with the flames. And they're showing me this like amazing, beautiful night scene of a fire and people dancing around the fire, and not just like slow dancing, but like joyous dancing bare feet in the sand. It's stunning and it's beautiful. And I wish I could paint a picture to show it better than I can describe it. But really, this is a time for us to dance. This is a time for us to embody who we are as we step into this next chapter, and really have the will within to be our best selves and own it. So I will leave you with that for today. I hope that helps you guys. Happy August energy, happy Leo season. May that fire energy inspire you to be entirely you. May you enjoy these summer months of heat, depending where you are. And I so look forward to touching base and seeing what comes for September. But until then, do check out the podcast once a week. There's always great conversations happening, ideas. Spirit has been talking to me a ton this summer, and so I will continue to share those insights as well. And if you guys are looking to really dive into your own personal journey, check out avalonspirit.com. We have a bunch of spiritual, beautiful human beings. The personal journey guides there are just so gifted in the skills that they offer to help you discover more of you. And that's what matters. So check that out. And thank you again, you guys, for listening and for watching. And I will see you guys next week.